society. I mean, think about this. We used to have to genuflect in front of banks, supplicate ourselves before them to get access to capital. Well, Kiva, Kickstarter, and other organizations are beginning to democratize banks. Think about this now. A person in Newark used to only have very constrained avenues to access their economic potential. Well, now there's collaborative consumption companies like Airbnb or Lyft or Uber that's releasing their economic potential. And so what my hope is that as I see this democratizing force move out throughout society, is that we really need to democratize our democracy even more and begin to take our politics and change it from a democracy being a spectator sport where most of us sit in states, I call them, of sedentary agitation, where we just get upset about what we see on TV, but don't realize that we can get up and get involved and engage and transform our communities using technology in new creative ways.
Well, you know, speaking of kind of technology for social change and this notion, I think you call it we government.
Yes.
I do want to talk a little bit about Waywire's role in that. This is a startup. I mean, how long have you guys been?
We've been live for about 8 months now.
About 8 months, and today I think is a big day for Waywire. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure, we're launching our beta this morning, and it is the next evolution of what we think will happen with video, where users can curate playlists effectively. We're calling them collections of videos that are interesting to them. And they don't have to be videos that are resident to just one site. You can embed them from multiple sites. So unlike the big places that you know of today, you can collect videos from across the web, stitch them together in a story. You can add user-generated content to narrate it, and you can then syndicate it out. The playlist will play is one video. I think the best example for this is one that would move you in many ways, which is Corey's Wire. If you go to waywire.com/Cory Booker, you'll see his civil rights. I think it's on the screen behind us. His civil rights wire, which has an intro from him, which he shot, and then he stitched together. He could drop and drag videos from across the web into a stream of videos that move him around the civil rights movement. And when you watch it, you get the power of allowing someone like Corey to go collect videos from anywhere, not just from YouTube, not just from Vimeo, but from other sources, and stitch it together in a story that allows him to talk to people about the civil rights movement.
It's sort of like the Pinterest of video is how I keep, that's like a way for me to think about what this is.
So we have the analogy of Pinterest for video a lot, but I think Corey, we talk about this a lot. Video is so much more immersive that once you're in a video, it's a commitment, and you can lean back, and you can enjoy, you can learn, you can grow. Corey has others around Newark, he has others around the Snap Challenge. It's storytelling in video. It's more than just glancing over an image. It's actually your ability to curate content. The other thing that we've seen is publishers doing this, which is pretty awesome for us. Publishers are very leery to invest huge amounts of resources in video. It's expensive to do it right. But what they can do is curate video from across the web around topics that relate to their area of interest. A great example of this is Refinery29, which is a very popular fashion site for 20-somethings. Refinery's created an entire wire around fashion. What's even more amazing, and I think for this crowd, is that they've slipstreamed video that's going to break if you go to the site today, that's from Absolute into the wire, which is a branded content piece by Solange Knowles. So they've been able to curate a wire of interest for fashion with content from their own site, but from other sources, and embrace their advertisers in the same stream, so it's not a disruptive experience.